Guys, Alex from BassBitesFishing here, and today we're going to be talking about my top 4 favorite fall baits. Now, fall is in full swing right now, and I'm going to go over my top 4 favorite baits that I like to use during now in the fall or towards the end, and what to use when the days get a little tricky. Now, fall for bass fishing is all about the bait fish moving and the bass following, and the bass really just feeding a lot for the winter, and they're feeding on those bait fish that are moving. So these bass are going to be moving, following the bait fish, going to the backs of creeks, and that's basically what they're going to be eating. That's the main thing. So in fall, you'll see a lot of people use moving baits, baits that resemble fish and things like that. And I've got a couple of those baits for me to show you today. There's a few baits that I don't have with me right now that are really good fall baits, and I'll talk about those. But right now, we're going to get into the ones that I got. First up, you've seen this all the time in fall. Very, very popular square bill crankbait right there. Nice little square bill. This is actually a bigger square bill crankbait, but as long as it's a square bill, these bass are going to be really, really shallow, and this is a pretty decent pattern. You may want a shad pattern rather than a little crawl pattern, but anything really will do. Square bill is just an all-around good choice for fall fishing. Another bait you see in fall a lot that a lot of anglers use is a lipless crankbait. Now, the lipless crankbait is different from the square bill. As you can see, it has no bill to it, as the square bill does. So this bait can be fished at any sort of depth, and you can rip it, you can just burn it, or you could drop it and let it flutter down, and then just yo-yo it. So another great choice, and this one is in a gizzard shad pattern right there. This is also a Strike King red-eye shad, and a lot of people choose this. It's a pretty decent lipless crankbait there. One of my personal favorite fall baits is a jerkbait. Now, a lot of people start using this towards the end of fall and all through winter, but I fish the jerkbait all through fall, and it really gets. It doesn't always get the quality, but it normally does, and you can catch a lot of fish just because anglers don't tend to use this too early in fall. And I really, really like it, especially on rivers. And this is a shadow wrap. Another great jerkbait. I also have a Lucky Craft. Lucky Craft is amazing. I love their jerkbaits. They are expensive though, but it's worth it. Now, when that bite gets a little tough, you're gonna want to go to something slower. And the thing I go to when the bite is tough on fall days, and mostly on any season really, is a shaky head or Texas rigged trick worm. This is a pink one. If you follow Extreme Philly Fishing, Leo, he uses the pink worms, and I gotta tell you, they do work. So, very simple bait to rig up there, and it is pretty effective. Not always gonna get you that size, but it's gonna get you the numbers. Now, the two honorable mentions that I don't have with me, but they should be here, is a spinnerbait and a vibrating jig. Both those are great choices. They go hand in hand, kind of. Most people either prefer the spinnerbait or the chatterbait. It's kind of preference. I like both of them. I use the chatterbait a lot more though, and they are just good representations. I normally like to use them in clearer water, but you can use them in muddy and stained, especially the chatterbait. And they produce fish for me. It's kind of like the lipless crankbait. The lipless crankbait, the chatterbait, they just produce the fish for me. Not always the size, but definitely the numbers. And also, chatterbait, I like to go with that in weedy water and just ponds and stuff like that. It seems to perform better. So that is my top, I guess it's top 6, but I only have 4 with me. But those are my top fall baits. And I hope you guys learned something in this video, and hopefully you guys can go out this fall and catch tons of bass. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Check out my sponsors, Bombshell Lures. They're great. They make some awesome lures. So definitely do that. I'll see you guys next time on Bass Bites Fishing. Bye, guys.